Okay, we're gonna configure the Nintendo DS. I find out that in order to make it work is the system is configured with another analog. So this one I configure it as a D-pad, and this one I configure as analog. So now I have to change it to where both of them are configured by this button. Because right now, if I press this down, this thing is moving. But so first we have to fix this. So we have to go to configuration control. So press oop. So to get back to there, I have to press the right thumb to get to this screen. Okay, the right thumb is down here on my button. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons at the bottom of the joystick. So those are my right thumb. So you do need to have 6, 7, 8 plus 4 more, total of 4. Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10, and then plus those 2 will be 12. So you need 12 buttons total. All right, to play Nintendo DS. So we are going to fix it because right now it's using this one, using this one and this one to play game, and this one is to control this screen. Okay, so we need to fix both of this so that way the control will work. So we're gonna go. So first you have to plug into a Xbox or PlayStation controller, USB controller on the player 1 and fix this. And once you fix it, you save it, and then you come back and you plug this one back in, and we configure this joystick again, and then we boot it, and it should go back to where you could play your game and setup. Okay, so we're gonna go to this control, press B. Okay, because when we press A, it kicks us out. Okay, B. So you got a D-pad. All the D-pad, we need to reset it. Okay, they use the N for the up and the O, which is crazy. So I'm going to reset this by pressing this button. For the up, we are going to use the keyboard for up. We're not going to use the N something. So we're going to use the keyboard for up. Okay. And for the joystick, we are going to use the top for up. Okay. Let's go back to. Okay, this one we're gonna press the B again. We're gonna press the up button, and then we're gonna use the D-pad to move it over, and we're gonna press the B, and then we're gonna use the up button on the joystick. Alright, so up is set up. Down, we're going to press the B, and we're going to use the down arrow for the keypad. And down, we're going to use the D-pad as well, which is correct. And the left button, we're going to use the keyboard for the left. And for here, we're going to use the left. For the right, keypad is going to be changed to right. Here we're going to which is kind of weird, is they both have the same number. The right and the left are the same number. They're both positive. And this is negative, positive. This is positive, positive. There you go. Now it's negative 0, 0. Okay, that's correct now. I thought I was going crazy. Alright, spacebar. Spacebar they use for A, B, X, and Y. I'm going to leave those alone. So I'm going to set mine up to A. Using the joystick too. Okay, we need to use joystick A. Okay. And then B, we're going to use for B. And X, we're going to use the X. Y, we're going to use the Y. The L trigger would be the L trigger here, and the Y trigger would be the Y trigger there. So I'll do this one again, the left trigger. Okay, so that's the left trigger and the Y trigger. And then and then the start button, we're going to press the start button, and the select going to be select button. So the touch up and down, we haven't set that up. Go to extra controller. To enter the menu, we use the thumb button, which is fine. So I'm going to press the B button again, press the thumb, which is the correct same thing. The save stage, we did not map any stage. So the save, I'm going to use the select and the L button, the R1 for save. And to load, the L1, save is R. Okay, swap the screen. Okay, this use the button 9 and 6, so I'm not sure what those are. To quit the game, we're going to press the select and start. No, that's to load a new game. So I press select to get out, and to load a new game, I wonder how we could, let's press escape. Okay, how do we unmap it? Right now, loading a new game. Okay, now we have to do the menu up and down. So the menu up and down, I think right now it's set up to using this D-pad. So I'm going to change it to up for up. And this one is down, we'll choose the same button too. And then the left. And then the right. Okay. So I use the same button that's used for both the left and right for the menu. So this is the menu. So it's going to use the same button. Instead of this, going to be this one now. The return is the select button. So let's press B. It's number 6. So the X is out of the menu. The escape button. Let's use the Y button. Menu up directory. We're not going to do page up, page down. I'm not going to set those up. Okay. Let's try to save this. Save for all game. Alright, let's see if the joystick will work now. By just using one joystick, just using the one D-pad. So first we need to start the game first. A. So start button is to make it bigger. Okay, let's see if I could, yes, I could control it now with this, the same button. Where before it was only this one, so now I can control it. Alright, so that's good. That means now I can unplug this and see if it work without the, without this Xbox. Let's see. Alright, let's try reboot it and see. Press Y to get out the screen. Quit. Restart the system. Alright, so let's see if now the joystick with D-pad will work. So the only way you could fix this is you have to plug this in, configure it as a joystick 1. Then once you go in where you say the menu up and down, you need to change it from this to this. Okay, and then if you want to change anything else, you could. If you don't, just leave everything as the same. Just change this to this. So that way you could control the menu when you get in there. And also to exit out. So I did set up the exit out. Let's see what happened. Right now this is not plugged in anymore. This is the one I installed a while ago. Now it's I need to remove that one. Okay. I forgot to select it before I pressed the start button. So the theme did not change. So now the theme changed. Okay. So we're gonna go back to Nintendo DS. And we're gonna go back and I'm gonna go over what I changed. And I'm gonna zoom in so you understand what I did. Because I know I did that kind of fast. So let's make sure it works first, and then we go over what we just did. We're going back to Super Mario Bros. That's my favorite game in Nintendo DS. So let's see if the joystick will move correctly now. Oh, I forgot to configure the joystick. Remember we unplug it and plug it in? So the joystick, I'm not sure it's gonna have a problem now. Because the joystick 1 was plugged into Xbox, and now this is not Xbox anymore. This is the it's still the wrong direction. I pull back, it's going forward. Pull forward, it's going back. So I need to now let's see if I could get to the main screen. See, now I can get to the main screen. I could change it. See that without using the extra joystick, using the same D-pad. A while ago it wasn't, so that's why I was having problem. So some reason the left and right is not set up correctly. Okay, to get in, I have to press the R1 instead, the enter key. Okay, so the D-pad up will be and the down will be down. Okay. Oh, maybe my joystick, when I put it in, I flip it the other direction. See, right now the plus is on top and minus is at the bottom. That's the reason it was going the wrong direction. Okay, that makes sense. Now the left button, I'm going to press the L1 at the bottom, because this is L1, R1. So L2 is the one is doing the enter button at the bottom. So I'm going to press the L2 again, and I'm going to do the left. Okay, so now change it to positive. So let me see if you could see what I'm doing. Okay, I think when I put the joystick in, I have it flip the other way because I want the plug in to face certain direction. So even though I configure it, reality, I have my joystick upside down. So that's the reason the button is not accurate. So I'm going to press this one for the right. There's my right. Okay. So now my joystick is running the correct. Okay. Then I have to go to the actual button and do the same with the main menu, because the main menu is not set up right. Here's the menu here. So I'm going to go down to this line right here. And this is for the up cursor. So the up would be positive instead of -1. And then this one would be down. Okay. That's the reason I was wondering why when I do right, it's going left, left is right. Maybe it's best if I take the control and flip it the other way. Okay. So this is the left. And this is the right. Okay. So now all the buttons should be okay now. So to save it, I need to go down to here, Axis, save all game. So the main thing you're going to change is the menu cursor. Using the Xbox controller, change it. Have it come over here and change your joystick to one joystick. Okay. To one. Like this one, you have so many. 1, 2, 3. Fix it to only controlling one. And this will be your main one, okay, for your menu cursor and your joystick direction. Okay, get that. Once that's set up, save it all, and then you should be good to go. Okay, and then you could change something else if you like want to load the game, save the game. You could add those. So I'm gonna access all. I wonder how to get rid of this load new game stuff, because I remember last time to okay, I just changed it to the last button because I don't know what to change it to. Alright, let's go down to the bottom and save it. Save all game to do it, save it. So press button. Now we could save. Return to the game. Okay, so trigger button 1 take you to this, and to get out, okay, it's pressing this one. Oh, how do I change the screen to big screen? So this button also to take me out of the game. That's not what I want. So this button now is loading the game. Okay, see, I'm running the right direction now. See that? So that's good. So my joystick is flipped upside down. That's the reason when I go left, it wasn't going left. So now it's going to the right direction. So Nintendo DS is very hard to so I need to set up to swap the game, because the way I set it up, this became X's out the game. The return button, I want the return button to be A. I want the select button to be select. And the start button is to be A, yes. And then I want the extra button to enter the menu is the trigger button, which is correct, the blue one, the trigger button 1. To save stage, I guess I could use the R for save stage. Oh, that's how you unmap it. There you go. So to save a game, save a game, I could do that one. And to load a game, I could use the L1. So L1 to load a game, R1 is to save the game. Trigger fast forward swap screen. Okay. To swap the screen, I already set those two. let's go ahead and set it to this one, B. B will be the last trigger, the white trigger, the swap screen. And this one is to swap to original. It's not a key. Sometimes it's good to write it down what you set it up, because it's hard to try to remember which button is where. So this one is set up to be 6, and this is also set up to be 6. So this is A is to swap the screen, and here is to quit the game. So I need to change the quit the game to select and start. Can use both buttons at the same time. I'm just going to choose select to exit out the game. So this is to quit. And the cursor up and down, we already set those up already. Alright, let's try it. So to quit, first we need to save it. See, now the joystick is doing correctly now. Save for all. Okay, we're going to exit out. Let's try one more time. So to load the game, we press this button. Oops, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. You're just seeing the main screen. Alright, see the button at the bottom? Okay, those are the buttons that is set up. So now my A button is going to be not the B anymore. Before it was the B. Okay, so to load, this is to save, and this is to load, and this is to save. L for load. So L1, I'll come to this screen, so I don't have to wait for that thing anymore. Okay, see, I'm starting my game already. So B is my jump. Now to swap screen, I think it's one of these buttons in the bottom. There you go. You swap up and down. This is to get to the main screen. Okay. So this target one is the main screen. Okay, this is the one that's going to be the big screen. So this is toggle back and forward, and this is going to be the big screen. So this 2 is the one is changing the screen back and forward. Alright, so now I have a full screen, and now the game will work. So to quit the game, I shouldn't choose A to quit, because every time I press A, this will show up. This button is not doing anything. So maybe I should assign this for this option. Alright, everything is working now. So Nintendo DS now will work with Bartop fighting stick. Yay! Now I want to save it. I press, this is L for low, save, I press this button. So I save my game. Cool. Alright, now to quit, press select, and I'm out of here. Alright, so the Nintendo DS is working now, with the buttons is mapped correctly. So that's how you do it, and hopefully that helped. And stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna do Nintendo Dreamcast to get the Dreamcast button to work. Those are stuff that you have to do whenever you get a Raspberry Pi image, because there will be Nintendo DS and you will have to configure it. So you have to plug in or some kind of a PlayStation USB or Xbox Clone USB to reset your controller to work with a Bartop. But if you're just using it to play on a TV and you don't need to worry about it if you are using the 8-bit controller, because Virtual Man, he used 8-bit controller joystick, so his game is set up to work with the joystick. When I say joystick, I'm talking about this gamepad joystick. Okay, those are fighting stick, and most of the games do not work on fighting stick because only mainly arcade. And so to get it to work, the home console game with the fighting stick, you have to add extra button, like you were watching me try to set all those buttons for something for Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS use up to 11 buttons, and 12 is good, but it's not necessary. But having 12 is actually nicer. Okay, you could add more, like swapping back and forth, like you saw me do the green and the orange. I was able to sweep back and forward, you know. I mean the yellow looked like orange, huh? Alright, hopefully this helped, and stay tuned for the next video for the Dreamcast. And then after that, I guess I'll be going back to hacking system again for the retro game system. Alright, talk to you later. Bye bye.